And our next story is about Donald Trump, the former president of the United States. He may be out of power, but he's rarely out of sight. In fact, ever since he left office in January 2020, he has rarely not been in the headlines. From his blunt statements, to his political jibes, to his controversies, to his legal troubles, Trump remains one of America's biggest newsmakers, for reasons both good and bad. Right now, he is in the news for something different: the 2024 presidential race. Trump is expected to announce his bid, whether he will run for office again or ditch his plans due to the troubles that he faces. The announcement is expected at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, that is around 7:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Reports say Trump will deliver a speech from the ballroom at his Mar-a-Lago resort. His political team and script writers are reportedly finalizing his remarks as I speak. Reports further saying that the former leader will likely convey a degree of seriousness in his speech in order to make the voters elevate him to a second term in office. But knowing Trump and his penchant for veering off script, it would not be a surprise if he delivers the announcement in classic Trump style, especially now when he has so much going on in his life. To start with, he faces charges of letting foreign governments spend lavishly on his hotel to influence his decisions. According to documents presented to the U.S. Congress, officials from over 6 countries spent more than $750,000 at the Trump International Hotel in Washington. Which countries did these officials belong to? According to the evidence provided, they were from Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Turkey and China. Next question, why did they spend so much on Trump's hotel? Reports say to influence major policies by the Trump administration. The documents allegedly show that there were Republican lobbyists who were working on behalf of these countries. In other words, it was a case of quid pro quo. Spend lavishly on the hotel, get political perks in return, and that is the charge that Donald Trump is facing. And that is not the only one. There is another sensational charge against him. This one concerns the attack on Capitol Hill. Why is it sensational? Because of the man behind it. Mike Pence, the former Vice President of America. In a recent interview, Pence went all out in criticizing Trump. He said he was angered by Trump's actions on the 6th of January. That his words were reckless, and he was very much a part of the problem. You have to watch this.
It angered me. But I turned to my daughter, who was standing nearby, and I said, it doesn't take courage to break the law. It takes courage to uphold the law. I mean, the president's words were reckless. It was clear he decided to be part of the problem.
And that's not all. Pence was also asked if Trump should run for president again. Do you know what his response was? I think we'll have better choices in the future. Those were the exact words spoken. But what did he mean by this? What better choices does the Republican Party really have? Is it Ron DeSantis? We don't know. But given how he is slowly replacing Trump as the face of the grand old party, it won't be far-fetched to assume that Pence was talking about DeSantis. For the unversed, Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida, and he recently won his re-election bid by an impressive margin. He is now expected to announce his bid for the 2024 election. A number of senior Republican leaders are backing him, as are a number of groups associated with the party, like the Conservative Club for Growth, the Anti-Tax Organization, and a host of others. They all seem to have put their weight behind Ron DeSantis, and they see him as a better option to represent their cause. In fact, a survey released by a conservative body shows that Trump is trailing behind DeSantis in several Republican caucuses, meaning the conservative leaders and bodies associated with the Republican Party, who often meet to discuss political developments, see DeSantis as a better choice than Trump for 2024. And Trump is aware about this, and he is expected to address this in his speech. Will he be able to convince the GOP supporters that he is still their best bet? We will find out in a matter of hours. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.